Isn't it amazing how you can pour yourself into people who do not pour themselves into you? That you can give yourself to people who will suck up all they can get. And the moment it doesn't look advantageous, they will all walk away. But the Bible says that love endures all things. Love, I mean real love, not infatuation, not puppy love, not some dribbling of emotional expression, but real, true love. Love is lascivious. It gives freely. It's passionate. It's bodacious, and it will give even when you're not winning. It will give when the thrill is gone. It will give when the pulse is weak. It will give when there is no benefit nor advantage. Love just keeps on giving. The 5,000 didn't come. Blind Bartimaeus is not seen. The woman at the well is not there. But here comes just a few stragglers. If in your life you have a few people in your whole life, I mean from the cradle to the grave, who loves you unconditionally. Look at the condition and look at the love. When you look at the Malaysian flight, look at the condition and look at the love. When you look at the funeral home who has defrauded the customer and disrespected the bodies of the dead, look at the conditions and consider the love. Now the thousands didn't pass the test. They were not there. The 10 lepers didn't come either. I have no record of the woman at the well coming, but there's just a few tough lovers. Hallelujah. Come hell or high water. Glory. They say, I'm coming anyway. I'm going. Where you going? I got up early this morning. I'm coming down to the tomb to see Jesus. Not because I got great faith. No, got great love. I didn't come to the tomb for the boom and the bang and the lightning and the thunder and the flashing. I came because I've got an enduring love, a tenacious love, a relentless love, and I'm going to love him when there is no advantage. And I'm wondering this morning, how many of us would pass the test of loving Jesus when there is no advantage? Hey, let's go deeper. How many of us would pass the test of loving anybody when there is no advantage? Here they come down to the tomb where there was no advantage, just to do what I can with a situation I cannot change. Can't you see them coming down to the tomb with heavy hearts and broken spirits, going down to the tomb thinking, oh God, we've lost it. We've lost the master. We've lost the master of miracles. We've lost the master of miracles after 400 years of silence. No miracles, no prophetic utterances, no decrees, no declarations. And we had 33 years of promise. And now we have lost the master of miracles. Get this myrrh and stuff together. Let's go down to what's left of Jesus. And when they got down to the tomb, there was chaos. There was chaos. 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 It's a shocking thing when you expect to have a memorial service and you've got chaos. I was shocked when I saw how they were handling the remains of the passengers of the Malaysian Airlines. It was chaos. When Mary got down to the tomb, it was a mess. People pay good money to make sure that tombs are decorated and looking nice. It was an absolute mess. The stone had been rolled away. It was disruption at the tomb. He was not there. He was not there. And I will take this liberty in assuming she was angry, because the Bible doesn't tell me how she went down, but it tells me how she came back. She was running when she came back. Because there are some things in your life that will make you run. There are certain things that will happen in your life that make you pick up the pace, that slap you out of your stupor and say, this ain't no time to cry. You feel like I can't even have good grief without the world going crazy. I can't even have this moment without people. Somebody has stolen Jesus. She thought. They've taken away my Lord, she said, and I know not where they took him. The master of miracles. Don't you remember he had cast demons out of her? He changed my life, and they've taken away my master. And she said, I've got to go get some help. And she goes running to tell and to find Peter and the other disciple. You remember Peter and the other disciple. We've heard those phrases before. We hear about Peter and how Jesus had called him and strengthened him and set him apart and taught him to be the rock that his name says that he is, and taught him to be unrelenting up under pressure, and was teaching him all kinds of things about life. She comes to get Peter and the other disciple, running to the tomb to find him, running to the last seen location of Jesus. They come down to the tomb. It was the last sighting of Jesus. And that's one of the things I want to pause here and say. One of the great problems I have with religion is that it tends to be satisfied to be where Jesus was. We love to be around where he used to be and talk about the good old days. But God is about to do something new with the good old days. Something that's out of the box and out of control and crazy and on another level. It was going to be amazing. As soon as Mary could get to Peter, she was going to tell them, somebody's taken away the Lord. And walking with him is no longer what I expected. As grieved as I am by him passing away, I'm more upset by him not being there, because now life has handed me something that I didn't expect. I'm wondering this morning if there's anybody here that life has handed you something that you didn't expect. Oh my God, the one thing I can tell you for sure is that nothing is for sure. That's the one thing I can tell you to count on, is don't count on anything. That life will often disrupt what you expected. That just as soon as you have it down in a nice, neat little box of how you think it's going to go, and that when I walk down here, this is what is going to happen, by the time you get there, it will never be what you expected it to be. So you got to get used to being a little disappointed. You got to get used to being a little bit shocked. You got to get used to walking into situations and being flexible and adjustable. Because if you are not flexible, you cannot survive. God did not promise you that by the time you got to where you was trying to go, it would be what you thought it would be. God did not promise you that by the time you got the house you were trying to get, it would be what you thought it would be. God did not promise you that by the time you found your significant other, that it would be what you thought it would be. God did not promise you that if you joined this church or that church, that it would be what you thought it would be. But I came to tell you this morning that our God is a God of the unexpected. Oh my God, I feel a shout. I'm going to say it again. Our God is a God of the unexpected. So just because life has shocked you doesn't mean it's shocked God. Nothing takes God by surprise. He already knows what's going on in every corner of your life. And he sent me here to tell you, don't worry about it. I got you covered. Don't worry about it. I got you covered. You may be shocked, but God's not shocked. Oh, that's a good shouting spot right there. Slap somebody and tell them God's got you covered. God's got you covered. When you don't get what you expect, God's got you covered. When it's a disappointment, God's got you covered. When you walk down and run into a mess, God's got you covered. Can you hear me in the balcony? God's got you covered. Can you hear me on that iPad? God's got you covered. He said, I pray that you be rooted. So I want you to be sure you get this, so that all that organically grows out of you through the process of time and life has the suggestion of its origination. It still has that. It might go into business, it might go into marriage, it might go into life, but it's all going to smell of love because it started in a place of love. That's what comes from being rooted, all that grows organically out of your life. All that is added on to your life, outside things, brick, block that are put on top of the foundation, you're going to be able to stand up under the weight of it all because you have been grounded. You've been grounded in love. I can trust you with success because you've been grounded in love. I can give you a little money because you've been grounded in love. I can give you a little power because you've been grounded in love. I can give you a little bit of favor because you've been grounded in love. And even though these things might produce some weakness in your life, because your foundation is grounded in love, eventually love will